Welcome to the show. I'm Ryan Gomez.
And I'm John Kapora. Hi there.
And we are about to kick off preview season once again, this time for everyone's favorite supplementary product line, Commander.
Yeah, and I'm wearing my Commander hat in commemoration of the event. So we've got a lot of cool cards. So these preview seasons are a little different because these cards are a lot more fun. They're a lot more splashy. Yeah. They're weird. And it's just a different vibe, and I'm digging it.
Absolutely. All right, so to kick things off, we're going to start by looking at some of the big new heavy-duty commanders that you're going to be seeing in these new decks. Now, there's going to be 5 decks total.
Yep.
And we've got some neat twists here. So we'll start with a 4-color legendary Atraxa Praetor's Voice.
The Angel of Keyword Abilities.
Yes.
There are 4.
Which makes this ideally suited for a lot of different deck types, right?
Yeah,
Voltron,
sure.
You could just stack some enchantments on it. It's got the Proliferate ability, so if you're doing something with +1 counters or poison or a Super Friends with Planeswalkers, lots of cool ways that you can take advantage of everything that attracts.
It does a good job of playing defense for your Planeswalkers, or maybe you're kind of poisoning someone slow. Who knows?
Yeah.
The possibilities are endless with Death Angel. It's great.
All right, cool. How about this next one? Silas Wren, Seeker Adept.
Okay, so the Death Touch is going to let it connect with your opponents pretty well.
Sure.
And no one's going to really want to get in front of that for real. And then you get to recur artifacts that you might pitch to some sort of discard spell.
Yeah.
Like maybe you discarded some cards to draw cards early. You can get those back with Silas Wren. It's pretty cool.
Or if you sacked a Black Lotus, you could get that back.
Wow, okay. We've got Moneybags Commander today. Yeah, why not? Why not?
He's also got this new ability, Partner. So you can team him up lethal weapon style.
Okay, so Partner's really interesting because it seems like Partner's really, really good because this commander by itself is pretty underwhelming. You wouldn't want this as the commander of your deck, really. A 2/2 for 3, but the Partner ability gives it a little more oomph than it would normally have.
Okay, so somebody that you could partner with, not saying this is a great idea, but Sidar Kondo of Jamura.
It's a 2/5 for 4 with flanking. It has flanking.
You don't see that every day.
You do not see that any day, but it's from Jamura, so it's got a flank.
All right, and the other ability is just confusing.
So in the prep for this show, I was trying to express to Ryan what this does because we go over the cards before it, and I kept saying, creatures your opponent control, and he was like, no. So what happens is it works against everybody.
The whole table.
All your opponents, their creatures can't block unless they have flying or reach. If the
you don't have to be in the combat. As long as this guy's on the table, anyone attacking anyone, that rule is going to kick in.
That is so much words.
This is a lot to think of.
So many words.
Watch out for that one. All right, here's one that's a bit more simple and direct in its method of attack. We've got, is it Bruce or Bruise?
I'm going to go with Bruce.
Bruce.
Why not?
Bruce Tarl. The boorish herder.
These are all like Mission Impossible rejected villains.
Absolutely. I love it.
Bruce Tarl. So that actually sounds like a Mortal Kombat character, like a real one that exists.
Certainly.
Okay, so this one is a Hill Giant.
Yeah.
Right? 3/3 for 4.
Yeah.
And it gives, when it comes into play or attacks, a creature you control gets lifelink and double strike.
Double strike, right.
So that's good synergy.
Very good. As well as he's an ally, which is a relevant thing. If you want to make a red-white ally deck, this guy kicks Munda out of the way and becomes your new commander for your ally deck, I guess.
Poor Munda never got a chance to shine in that ally tribal deck.
Just not enough stubborn oxes in the background of his art, I guess. All right,
that.
Here's another one that's fun to pronounce. Krang.
You know.
Ludwig's Opus?
Yeah, that's a 2/3 for 3, right?
No, not even close. This is the flying...
Oh, right, this is the flying zombie. That's the next one. Okay,
sure.
So this is the flying dragon that's not a dragon, it's a zombie.
That's right.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Uh-huh.
Not annoying at all.
No, that'll be great. Okay, let's pause for a moment
Sure.
and just look at this next card, which is Sublime Exhalation. It's not a commander.
It's not a commander, but it's got affinity for opponents. So that's a new mechanic. That's cool.
Yeah.
So if you've got 4 opponents, this is Wrath of God for 3.
Sure.
Or Day of Judgment for 3, because Wrath of God says that you can't regenerate. Day of Judgment says you can regenerate if you want to.
Sure.
It's Day of Judgment.
Okay.
I'm just splitting hairs at this point.
So the board wipes in general in Commander are a really good thing.
Yeah, they're
they
awesome.
help you keep things in check. You get to pick off everyone's commander. You get around a lot of the hexproof and protection, and people who like to equip their commander with a bunch of, the Swiftfoot boots or whatever gives them hexproof, stuff like that. You can just kind of use this to blank all of that. Now,
it's great.
You don't want to be stuck holding this when you get down to heads up commander. If you only have one opponent left, you're probably not in a great spot anymore.
Nope.
But it is what it is. So it's a nice kind of way of making a card that's good for multiplayer without being totally busted in other formats.
I'm interested in seeing what other
True Name
kind of
Nemesis.
Yeah,
they've learned some lessons. So yeah, I'm interested to see what else they do with this.
The affinity for opponents mechanic is pretty sweet, and it incentivizes you to keep people alive, which you're kind of already incentivized to do anyway. But it's a little counterintuitive to realize, okay, I need to keep this person alive, or else this person's going to kill me.
Yep.
So I need to kind of that's a little, kind of.
You got to work the political side of things.
Yeah,
right?
that's part of multiplayer Magic, and it's kind of counterintuitive. It's hard to realize that you need to keep people alive to stay alive. But, this kind of incentivizes you to keep people alive, so I like cards like this, and I hope we get some sweet ones coming up.
Well, unfortunately, this next card's going to help you just kill people faster, so they don't work well together.
This is the 2-3 for 3.
This is him. This is Vial Smasher the Fierce.
Nailed it!
And he has kind of this weird, valley, I think, kind of power curve, right?
Sure.
So early on, you're doing probably cheap damage just randomly, not really putting too big of a target on yourself, just kind of putting some feelers out there.
Sure.
Then you're going to eventually reach a point where you're casting some really big spells that are going to start doing more damage, which is great. But then you're going to eventually kind of reach the end of the game where there's there's only 2 people, well, you and 2 opponents. They each have 1 life left, and you go to cast like a lightning bolt.
This is a long scenario.
You're going to kill one of them.
So much longer.
But his thing is going to trigger on top of that and randomly do the 1 damage. It might kill the person you just targeted, and you can't retarget your thing. So eventually he hits this kind of awkward spot where that random damage becomes kind of not helpful.
Wow, that was so much. That was a lot of words about this 2-3 for 3.
Yeah.
This guy might crop up in Legacy too. Sure. I mean, there's a chance for that because if Legacy tends to if it trends towards slowing down a little bit, this kind of reach. I mean, if you have 1 opponent, you randomly pick your opponent every time, so it's pretty good. I'm not saying it's going to make an immediate impact, but it's got potential, and it's a card to look at. It's definitely the right colors.
Yes. All right, so lots of cool new Commander goodies today already. We got a whole week of these coming. We have our own exclusive preview coming up a little bit later.
We do. I'm very pumped for that. It's a cool card.
Yeah. Okay, so lots of great stuff. And you can read more great stuff about Magic in general or about Commander. We've got some cool lore kind of stuff, I think, coming down the pipe here.
Yeah.
All that is available over at
Magic.TCGplayer. You can read articles by the pros. We've got articles every day. We've got a buy list. You can sell your cards to us, and then you can buy. Pre-orders kind of start today, right? Yeah, absolutely. So pre-order Commander stuff, pre-order Kaladesh. That set is bonkers crazy. The energy mechanic is a rousing success. So just hop on over to magic.tcgplayer.com and we will take care of you.
All right, so that is it for us today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye, Internet.
Bye.